Kelp is something I brought in because diagnosed with a sluggish thyroid. Kelp and iodine, I always need that. And that's the other thing. When I have a lot of like fluid trapped around my neck, like today we're good, right? We can see everything. We can see my clavicle, but the days that we can't see it and it's like super puffy, like if I lift up, that's where I know I move my lymph. This has bromelain, which is going to decrease inflammation and pain in your sinus, something different to the table. Most lymphatic drainage is going to have things like Echinacea, Burdock, all the things to do, right? This one has bromelain. That's why I brought it in. Your girl's face is not puffy today, but when I'm having sinus pressure, I have this debilitating headache. And what I started realizing, and when I do my lymphatic drainage massage, like I pump right here, I do this whole thing on my face to move the fluids, that right there. And what I realized is that when I open my lymph, and I could talk about this forever, I'm going to even run you through some of it as I talk about it. So I take 2 of these. Now I do open my capsules, but I'm an ostomate. You don't have to open your capsules. But I will say if you have a leaky gut, you have a lot of gut issues, baby, go ahead and open them capsules, put it in the water. No, it does not taste good, but we don't care. We're grown. We want results. Knock it back, get your results. When I do this, I take 2 of these. And what I started realizing, and when I do my lymphatic drainage massage, like I pump right here, I do this whole thing on my face to move the fluids, that right there, that kicked the headache. And that made me start to think this is something different about this product. So I do this whole facial massage thing. You can comment below if you want me to talk about the facial massage. I'd love to go into detail because it really does open up lymph nodes. Less viral outbreaks for me, less cold sores, less pressure and headaches. It was like my lymph was backed up and it was sinus. And I think sometimes when we have a migraine or a headache or something going on, there's really, I mean, I'm not saying that the pain is not real, don't get me wrong. It's not really like a headache. You're having the headache because all this stuff is congested. It's more for people that love, how do I put it? If you're more into Ayurveda, you know the difference, oh gosh, I think it's called Pitta or Pita. I'm like probably butchering the word. If you know like how your body works in different, I think it's Pitta. If you're a pro, you know exactly what it is. This brings in some different herbs that were not in there, right? This has kelp. Before I started using these products, your girl would lift up and you would not see that clavicle. When it's puffy right there, I was even talking to my sister, sometimes we just feel that little extra congestion. Moving all of that is great, but you need to bring this product in or one of these products. And to be honest, you may need a little bit of both, right? Because maybe one day you're dealing with more sinus issues and you need to bring in this one because it's got the bromelain, which is going to talk to the mucous membranes, move the sinus congestion, right? Maybe another day you're like right before your cycle, you're craving, sugar, you're having sugar cravings, all things are going wrong, you're having gallbladder issues, then you have this. I'm not diagnosing you, I'm just telling you how I've had these issues and what has gotten better for me. It's natural allergies, it's mucus, it's inflammation, it's toxins. You need to get this. And then we have bromelain in this one, which is our favorite because it's going to help with decreasing inflammation in your sinuses. And then last but not least, this one, anyone that has a uterus, any type of hormone issues, like all of these are great. And let's be honest, you may need to go ahead and get all 3 and then just pick up the one you need every day because they're obviously a really great deal.